Let's get to the severe pinpoint weather alert now. We bring in meteorologist Michelle Muscatello. I know when you are out and about over the last 12 to 24 hours, all you hear is, when's it going to start? How much are we going to get?
Exactly. And you know, it's been pretty consistent, our forecast over the last couple of days. We've actually been talking about this storm for nearly a week, as it has been pretty well advertised here to be a significant storm, and we're still expecting that. Our Providence hurricane barrier camera right now, bare ground at the moment. That's going to be a much different look by this time tomorrow with 24 degrees outside. Winds out of the northeast at 9, wind chill a cold 14. Look how low the dew point is, 5 degrees. There is a lot of cold, dry air in place here in southern New England. So we're still hours away from our first flakes of snow. Rested today, looking fine, but tonight and tomorrow morning especially, high impact with this storm. Heavy snow moving in, gusty winds and difficult travel conditions. By about 10 or 11 o'clock at night, it's going to become very difficult to be out on the roadways. Here's our live Doppler radar showing the snow moving through the D.C. area, closing in on Philly and eventually New York City, and then pushing into southern New England too. With dry conditions out on the roads, any errands you have to run this afternoon or even through the evening commute look fine. By the time the storm is out of here midday Thursday, I'm expecting 8 to 12 inches of snow for most of our area, but you get north of Providence and you got the best shot at getting over a foot of snow. While the coastal areas, we're still going to be right on the edge of possibly seeing a little bit of sleet or at least a wetter snow consistency there, and that may hold the snowfall totals down a little bit and potentially even seeing some rain on Block Island and the outer Cape. So here's the storm impact. So a little less at the coast, a little more northern Rhode Island, but 8 to 12 on average. Northeast wind gusts with this storm 30 to 50 miles per hour. We're concerned about isolated power outages and wind damage, and then a flash freeze tomorrow with minor coastal flooding possible at high tide in eastern Massachusetts. Here's how the winds break down, and they really start to pick up overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. 30 to 40 for most inland spots, but could get some gusts over 40 miles per hour along the bay and the coastline, and just offshore 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts for Block Island, Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. Those areas are now under a high wind warning from 10 o'clock tonight till 10 tomorrow. Right now the winds are around 9-10 miles per hour, and they have taken that turn out of the northeast. A cold afternoon for us, lower and middle 20s in Smithfield and Providence, 25 in Newport. Wind chills, they're running in the teens still this noontime. That cold air going to set the stage for the accumulating snow as this area of low pressure approaches our area. This is 7 o'clock this evening. So that storm going to be riding up the coastline, heavy snow falling throughout the night, and we wake up to that tomorrow morning. Notice that area green over eastern Massachusetts, so some rain for a time on the Cape. As that low pulls away, it brings in cold air, takes over the snow and rain moving out. Let's get in closer. So 8 o'clock this evening, the snow pushing in. Temperatures in the night will be right around the upper 20s to near 30 degrees, and it's going to be snowing at 1 to 2 inches per hour for several hours during the night. We wake up to snowfall most spots 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, but notice right along the coastline, potentially the temperatures up just above freezing, so some mixing, but the temperatures through the late morning and early afternoon come crashing down. We may drop 5-10 degrees in an hour or two, so any sort of damp conditions on the roadways will quickly freeze up, and we see that across southeastern New England. So travel conditions poor tomorrow morning, then gradually improving through the afternoon and evening. That 7-day forecast. Once we get through the storm tomorrow, we've got dry weather but chilly conditions for Friday and Saturday. Sunday looking cooler than normal too, with mostly cloudy skies. Could get a flurry or sprinkle passing through.